Graduates, attention to the graduation ceremony.
The call to serve. It has no sound, yet I have heard it in the whispered retelling of honorable sacrifices made by those who have served before me. The call to serve has no form, yet I have clearly seen it in the eyes of men and women infinitely more courageous and more driven than most. The call to serve has no weight, yet I have held it in my hands. I will commit to carry it close to my heart until my country is safe and the anguish of those less fortunate has been soothed. The call to serve is at once invisible and always present. And for those who choose to answer the call, for their country, for their fellow man, for themselves, it is the most powerful force on earth. America's Navy, a global force for good.
All Navy personnel present and in uniform, attention to the sailor's creed.
I, a United States sailor, I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America, and I will obey the orders of those appointed over me. I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy, and those who have gone before me to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I proudly serve my country's Navy combat team with honor, courage, and commitment. I am committed to excellence and fair treatment of all.
Today's speaker will be the commanding officer of the Center for Surface Combat Systems Unit, Great Lakes, Commander Ludwig.
Station on deck. Seats, please. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, friends and families of the sailors here that are graduating today. Congratulations to each and every one of you for completing not only today's this A school today, but for your completion of boot camp. It's a major milestone, and you should be justifiably proud of your accomplishments. And soon you'll be going to the fleet. It's good to see some fleet returnees here. Are you the only fleet returnee we have?
We have an Army as well.
We're at. Welcome. So today we'll recognize each individual for their accomplishments and they'll get a graduation certificate.
This is to certify that the following personnel have completed Fire Controlman and Interior Communications Electricians A School at the Center for Surface Combat Systems Unit, Great Lakes, on this day, the 10th of July, 2014. FCSN Sullivan is a graduate of FCA School. FCSA Bergdorf is a graduate of FCA School. ICSN Madison.
Welcome again, family, and it's always great to see you all here. When I came into boot camp 32 years ago, and I typically tell the stories. So for these folks, this is an old hat. We didn't have a graduation ceremony. We got our certificates, ticket to a bus, go to the bus, go to the airport, and fly out. Some of you got leave, or some of us got leave, some of us didn't. Phenomenal job once again. Congratulations. You should all be justifiably proud of your accomplishments getting through your A school. How many of you are going to C school? Okay, your C school is going to be a lot harder. So if you applied yourself here, and you applied yourself in boot camp, which obviously you did because you graduated, you're going to have to apply yourself 3 times harder at A school or C school. It's not going to be easy, and it's not meant to be easy. So you're going to have to study more efficiently, spend more time studying and less time doing other activities. So just be prepared for that. Again, a few words of wisdom that I always like to give our classes. When you go to your ships, when you get through your C school, be very safe. Listen to what your chief, your divo, and your department tell you, and obviously what your command master chief and your captain tell you. It's a great time out there in the fleet. It's a lot of hard work. There's a lot going on in the world today, and you need to be prepared for that. You could go, some of you may go to 5th Fleet into harm's way, but you should expect that. That's what you joined the military for, and that's what you're here to do. There's still some evolutions that are going on in Afghanistan. Iraq, we're just observing over there. We sent, I think, 300 advisors to Baghdad. So most of you won't be involved in that per se, but you could be off the coast there in 5th Fleet supporting operations in Afghanistan. But again, you have the my true faith, trust, and confidence. I know you can get the job done. Also, I'd like to tell you a few other words of advice as you move through your Navy career. I'm a limited duty officer, as most of you know. I joined the Navy in 1981 as an electronics technician, enlisted, and then from there I went to limited duty officer. So how many of you are planning to go officer? How many of you are planning to be a command master chief? Sky's the limit. You're bright, you're smart. The future's ahead of you, so take advantage of it. As I tell the other classes, only about 25% of the American public come into the military. Of that 25%, they get weeded out before they get to MEPS or boot camp through legal issues or medical issues. And some people cannot even get through boot camp. Then you get into your A schools, C schools, and people get weeded out there to some small percentage, but usually it's academic. So you should, again, be justifiably proud that you're where you're at today, because there's not a lot of people that can get through the clearance issues, get through the medical, get through the psychological part, and the physical part. So again, great job teaching every one of you. Three things of advice I would tell you. Number one, communications is key. Keep in touch with your friends and your families. Let them know how you're doing. Whether you had a good relationship at home or not, that's not important now. What's important is to let your family and your friends know where you're at and what you're doing. And again, that's important not only for you, but for them. The second thing I would tell you, for those of you that are planning to go to college, that's great. For those of you that are currently not enrolled in any type of correspondence course or college, please do so once you get your qualifications done, because going to college and completing that will broaden your horizons. It'll make you a better sailor whether you decide to go officer or not. But as a leader, as a whole, as a leader, it'll make you more wiser. The third thing I would tell you is become financially smart. Don't do like I did when I came to the Navy. I just took all my money and socked it in the bank. Make sure you know how to invest and how to do it correctly. There's a lot of websites out there that'll tell you what to do with your money. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's indifferent. So make sure you know how to invest and do it correctly. There's a lot of smart people out there that can help you. So those are my 3 pieces of advice. Lastly, I would tell you that, again, you're off to your C schools. Make wise decisions. Do great things for the Navy, and you'll do well. Again, to the friends and families here, thank you very much for coming today. I think it's great that you are able to come out and be with your sons and daughters and your relatives and your friends and see them graduate. It's awesome. It's like I said, it's not common to see a lot as the winter months approach, and we'll see fewer people, but it's great for those of you that were able to travel here and be with your friends and family members. So thank you all.
This concludes the graduation ceremony. Graduates, fall out.
You're looking in that general direction, right?